Hey, it's your boy the Crypto Goon, and shout out to all my crypto goons for pulling up once again. Bitcoin's fall to $42,000. Now stick with me really quick. Now what we're looking at is coin market cap. So currently we are down to 91,000 and some change on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is falling. Okay. Now the current total market cap is $3.12 trillion. We are down from 4.28 trillion. I think that we will get to about 3 trillion or so, or 2.99 trillion, and we will have some sort of little bump pullback, and then move further down to the 2.4 trillion area. Okay. So if you actually look at this, you can kind of see levels of support and resistance within the market, and within the market cap, right? So the next level is around or right above $3 trillion. Okay. And we could see further downside. Now, how did I come up with the $42,000? I actually posted this on TradingView. I think they will land anywhere between 42,000 and 50,000. So as you can see here, this is my chart. It's on TradingView. I put this up. I put all of my charts up, and I will actually go to a blank chart and show you how I came up with this. Okay. Number one, Bitcoin was riding this trend line. Okay. We had a break of this trend line. So this is telling me that this is a possible top for Bitcoin. Okay. So since this is the top, I pulled out the Fibonacci, and let me actually reverse the Fibonacci back to its natural state. And I'll reverse it back once I let you all know where we will be headed. Okay. So with most cryptocurrencies, they come down to the 50% retracement before they take back off. Okay. So right now, I'm looking for Bitcoin to actually catch some sort of support at the $81,000 level or so, which is right here. And you can clearly see that right here, right? Let me get a circle so I can circle it for you all right here. This right here. So you see this? I'm looking for it to bounce right there, okay, and have some sort of trouble getting through that price, okay? The next level will be $59, which is down here. So as you can see this right here, that's more trouble, okay? So it will sit on there. It will go sideways, could sit a little bit up and down before it breaks and comes down to the 50, which is this area right here. And if you look over, you'll see the same exact thing. It having trouble, which is right here. Right. So this is a level of support and or resistance. OK, so once we reach the level of the 50%, I am then looking for it, OK, to reverse, and I reverse the Fibonacci and have a move up to around 280, 300, 330,000 or so. OK, so that may be next year, later next year, year after. By the time it reaches that level, it could be sooner. Now, one of the reasons why I say this is because you can always look at previous corrections. Every market has to have a correction. The majority of people are not used to corrections. They think that crypto is supposed to just go up in a straight line, and no market is designed that way. Okay. So if you look at the previous corrections, right? So like, let's just look at this correction right here. You can match it to the previous corrections, right? They're about the same size. Right? They're generally about the same size. So if we put that to this top, you'll see that this is actually a lot bigger than the correction that I'm calling for. But again, look at and measure every correction, and you will see that they all are about the same size anytime Bitcoin corrects. Okay. So for me, I'm looking for a buy at or around the 50. Now we could go lower. We could come down to the 618, which the 618 is generally not off the table. That's actually a better entry, which is this level right here. This is the 618. Let me delete this. Which is possible, but generally with cryptocurrencies, they come 50%, around a 50%, and then they take back off. Okay. So, that's just using the Fibonacci, which is a great tool to kind of gives you an idea, right? And when you look at these levels, 50%, 61.8%, that means it's had a 50% drop from its high. It's had a 61% drop from its high, right? And as you can see also here, the 78.6, that's a 78% 8% drop from its high. Okay. So that's how you look at it, right? So it's actually from this high to this low. That's the percentage as far as a pullback or a retracement is what it's called in the Fibonacci language. And you can go and you can look at my previous charts on TradingView. And I use the Fibonacci and you'll see that, 90% of the time is very accurate. Okay. Now I know a lot of people really don't want to hear that Bitcoin is falling and it could be dragging down the rest of the altcoins. But here's the thing. You all have to learn how to make money other than just buying coins. I know that's what you're used to. You're used to somebody putting out a video and saying on November 21st, Donald Trump is going to say this, and this is going to make Bitcoin or whatever altcoin or meme coin go to the moon and make you a millionaire. That's what you're looking for, but you're not going to get that here. You're going to get the honest truth. And regardless of what anybody says, the majority of people are not making money in cryptocurrency right now, unless you know how to trade futures. If you know how to trade futures, then you're probably making money, right? Just like me. And this isn't to boast or brag or be, to come across negatively. But again, I showed this and I always post these in the community section for everybody to see. Okay. I don't care which direction the market goes. I am going to continue to make money. Okay. Because I have the skill set and I also have the business, which for me, cryptocurrency is a business where I take money from the futures market and I'm able to buy the coins without having to use my income because that keeps me limited. Okay. So I just wanted to just bring you all this information. Again, it's unfortunate that most people's, portfolios, wallets are losing money right now. We don't really know how long this will last, but this is or has been said to be an official bear market right now. Okay, so we'll see what happens next year when, Donald Trump does whatever he needs to do to the Federal Reserve Board of Governors and see if they will give him his interest rate reduction that he wants. And that will have an effect on the market. One thing that is dragging the market down, honestly, that I think is because the market has already factored in that the economic data is bad. And as you can see, the economic data for the past month or so or month and a half has not been being released. But, people know. Okay. Now, if you don't know where to get the economic data, you can head over to forexfactory.com. Okay. And you can get the economic data. So let me see, construction spending, that was today, but everybody's looking for the big stuff, right? So right here on Thursday, November 20th, average hourly earnings, non-farm employment change, unemployment rate, unemployment claims, right? So these are the things that people are looking for, right? And I'm pretty sure that a lot of these will be negative. And if it is, again, it's going to drag down a lot of these cryptocurrencies. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all tapping in. It's the Crypto Goon, the one, never the two. Shout out to all my goons. Crypto Goon, out.